Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. How you doing? Happy, what day is it? I think the holidays have passed. Have they passed? I'm looking to tell you because it is December. Oh, it's the day after Christmas. How was your Christmas? Mine was great. It was great. I'm sure it was great. I'm filming this in November, but I'm sure my Christmas was great. Anyway, we're gonna talk about a few things today. Again, sometimes I like randomly talk and do like, we're doing a traditional Jordan Samuel Skin Talks. I don't know what that means anymore because I ramble in every video. So they're all the same. They have a theme and the theme goes out the window immediately. But today we're gonna talk about, I don't know if I can show you this on my phone. Look, I'm gonna try to do something that's so not gonna work. Can you see, look, you can't see that at all, right? That's like doing nothing, it does nothing. It is, and some of you have been getting these, it's our new insert we have in our packages, which is our skincare choreography card. I know you love the little handwritten notes, but I wanted to add something in that was just a little bit more, you know, part of our philosophy, part of our theme, and I wanted to talk about it. There's of course many different ways to use our products, and I came up with 4 of my favorite, though I think there was about like 8 or 9 when we were doing it. I had to narrow it down, obviously, because the card would be bigger than the box itself. But then on the back, again, I'm gonna show you something that you're not gonna, no, can you see that? You see like every reflection. Anyway, this says choreograph your own skincare routine, and it says you can put together 1, 2, or 3 items, and what is your favorite, and share with us on Instagram. So that's just giving you also, that could be, you know, Hydrate and Blue Cocoon. It doesn't have to be our products, but it's a great way for you to keep track of sort of your favorite mixtures and remember them going forward. So we thought it was a fun little addition. It'll be with every order going forward as long as we have them from the printer, which isn't always easy. But I'm gonna show you, you know, even though we've seen a version of this already, but my new favorite, which is the Soothing and Hydrating Mask with After Show Treatment Cleanser for sensitive skin is my favorite thing. It is so dark here, it's depressing. It's also like, it's not even 3, it's 3 o'clock. The lights are on, I have my holiday candles. You guys, these candles from Nest Fragrances, this is the Birchwood Pine, and this is the holiday scent, to die for. And really for the price, like of like a very high quality candle and high quality fragrance and beautiful packaging. Very impressed. Okay, so sensitive cleanser, same exact texture as the Ridge. And so again, what I'm doing right now can be used as a cleanser, and it can be, especially with the sensitive, can be used as a hydrating, soothing mask. Green tea, chamomile, calendula, aloe, glycerin, hyaluronic acid, cucumber, tamarind, passion flower. I mean, this is just soothe, hydrate, plump, central. It turns into a luscious cream mask. I know I've shown you versions of this before, but it's just so fun. And it just gets such a great texture. And with this, again, because it's so hydrating, it's so soothing, there's no surfactants, you can leave this on for up to 30 minutes, remove with a warm wet washcloth, rinse. You're gonna have super plump, super hydrated skin. If you happen to have one of those like portable Dr. Gross steamers, you could use with that, and just the steam with the hydration and the oils is just gonna be this luscious sort of mini calming, soothing facial at home. And especially this time of year, we've talked about it all month, but with engagements and dryness and dehydration and sensitivities and indulgence, this is gonna be sort of one of my favorite tips and tricks to use. And if you can use with the steamer, lovely. It's gonna keep the moisture and the hydration in the skin. It's gonna plump it up. You know, cleanse with the sensitive cleanser first, then apply our layer of this, leave it on, rinse it off, then put more hydrate on, maybe your A12 retinol, maybe the performance cream, maybe a mix of both, hydrate mists, whatever your favorite is. You can mix the Blue Cocoon up in. I mean, just have a super yummy, yummy time, okay? But I hope you enjoyed those cards, and I really would love for you guys to share with us what your favorite mixtures are, whether it's our brand or not, just cocktailing all of your favorite products. Again, our products are created with the Choreograph Your Own Skincare Routine in mind. Nothing at this point repels each other. If for some reason there was something that we came out with that did not work with something else, we would let you know. That is not how I design the product, so it's not necessarily something I will look to be doing or ever do, but in case it happens, you never know. Okay? Just saying. Right now, everything can go well together. I mean, of course, you're not gonna wear like your cleanser as a moisturizer all day, or you're not going to, you know, like wash with Hydrate, but within the mixing and matching, you know what I mean, right? Okay, they're all meant to play well together. I clap like this because I have stuff on my fingers. Okay, so then it goes into, and I just wanted to put this out there because so many of you ask. So I've said it before, but I want to be clear about it. Because also it is serious. We don't not sell in Canada just because, and we don't not sell in the UK just because, and we don't not sell in the EU just because, and we don't not sell in Australia just because. First of all, that's a lot for a very small brand to do. It's a big undertaking. But two, and most importantly, is you have to be certified in different countries. And specifically the UK EU certification process takes a long time. When my products were first created, they were not created in being able to sell in the EU, UK. That wasn't on my radar, which maybe I was thinking too small at the time. But it just wasn't. We created them in small batches with really gentle preservatives in a really, you know, as low of a percentage as we could get while still stabilizing the product. So a lot of things have had to change with the products. We've had to change the preservatives because there's certain rules with EU certification. It's not just they go through everything. I mean, that's why you've seen there's confusion with so many larger brands out there where there's a global formula and then a US formula, but everything's switching to the global formula. And for us, we wanted a global formula. So now we're going through literally every product, and some have been fine and are going to be untouched. The ingredient listing will look a little bit different via rules and regulations. And basically everything's, you know, for the most part, well, I don't even want to say the same. Everything's better, actually. We've taken the time now to look at everything and be like, oh, okay, we can do this or we can do that. Like I said, we've had to like change the preservatives to make it work, and my skin's also very sensitive to preservatives, so it's been a great time for me to, I mean, I said no to so many versions of products because I was like, no, this isn't right, this isn't right. So I'm very excited with what's coming out. Everything that's going to say sort of new and improved as it comes out, you can know that that's going to be what will be sold globally or be sold in the EU. It's not going to happen overnight because then we have to change the labeling. And then once we change the labeling, then we have to get it over to the EU, and then we have to, so it takes a while. We basically started this process in February. It's still going on. So when people tell me to hurry, it's fun and I get excited, but when I hear it 100 times, I'm like, they can only go as fast as they can. And, but just wanted to give you some information too, just via the process of, without getting into it too much. But there's certain rules and regulations, just like I know there's a big brand that had a product that had lactic acid and the percentage they had in it had to be at a certain pH if it was in that percentage, otherwise, so then they changed the acid, which is also just very interesting to me because the acid that they chose to use initially, to me, is much more gentle than the one they switched to. So it's not like things are necessarily, they're just different. It's a very interesting, interesting thing, and we're learning each day, and you don't really, there's so many layers and levels to it. From labeling to packaging to claims to ingredients to pH and ingredients to shelf life to stability, that there's just a lot you have to take in. And since, again, this was an organically grown line, meaning not that it was organic, but organically grown, like from the ground up, I didn't start with investors, and I didn't, you know, it was this great little idea I had, and little by little started working with these little labs that created these products for me to sell in the US and in small batches. And as, you know, I don't want to say least preservatives possible, but yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, we weren't looking for something to be sitting on the shelf for 5 years without going bad. Nothing wrong with that. It's just you have to address it completely differently. So it's been a learning process, it's been a learning lesson, but just something I wanted to put out there for the end of the year as we're actively working that we will have some. I can't promise and say we'll have all, but we will have a chunk of Jordan Samuel skin in the UK and EU within 2019. Which leads me to another thing too, which is we are direct to consumer. That is something that's very important to us. However, internationally, we have looked at possible retail partnerships as it's much trickier to be a small brand and be direct to consumer in international markets. You know, for us to be in Canada and Australia and the UK and the EU and all over Asia and US, and you get the point. It takes a lot for a small brand to do that. So where we can sort of ease that up on ourselves but still have more of a global reach is to possibly look at some retailers. At this point, we are not going into retailers. I'm just saying it's something that we are looking into. But we're making sure that you guys, why it's so dark, that you get the products as soon as possible. But most importantly, we're not selling there just because. We would be there in a flash if we could be, and we can only go as fast as the certification process. I know, I'm sorry. But anyway, I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday season, a wonderful Christmas. I hope you have the best 2019. Here's to happiness and health, and those are the two most important things. So here's to happiness and health, and my last sip from my vodka flute. Perfect timing to finish out 2018. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for another incredible year. I can't thank you enough for your love and your support and your questions and your inspiration and everything. I love it. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful new year. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. And I will see you guys in 2019. Bye.